हेलो दोस्तों, बिगनर्स पॉइंट में आपका स्वागत है और अभी हम कर रहे हैं करंट अफेयर्स। पहली न्यूज़ जो है, ICGEB न्यू दिल्ली commemorated first anniversary of Bio E3 policy. The International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology (ICGEB) New Delhi today hosted Bio E3 at their one to mark the first anniversary of the Bio E3 policy, a flagship initiative of the Government of India integrating biotechnology with economy, environment, and employment. The program brought together leading national research institutes and industry leaders to discuss ways of accelerating the lab-to-market transition of innovations in agriculture and clean energy. The event theme, Institute-Industry Interaction for Climate-Resilient Agriculture and Clean Energy, was organized in collaboration with premier national research institutions including the National Agri-Food Biotechnology Institute (NABI) Mohali, National Institute of Plant Genome Research (NIPGR) New Delhi, National Institute of Animal Biotechnology (NIAB) Hyderabad, Institute of Pesticide Formulation Technology (IPFT) Gurugram, and the Regional Center for Biotechnology (RCB) Faridabad. The program witnessed active participation from industry leaders representing Balram Chini Mills, Prasad Seeds Private Limited, New Jeevidu Seeds Private Limited, Bioseeds, Mankind Agro, and Insecticides India Limited. Alia Bhatt joins Levi's as global brand ambassador. Levi's is proud to welcome Alia Bhatt as its new global brand ambassador. This partnership brings together two global forces, Levi's, the name that defines denim, and Alia Bhatt, whose impact and influence in film and fashion resonates worldwide to shape the next chapter in denim's global story. Levi's and Alia are united by shared vision to reflect how a new generation wants to dress and to evolve the brand beyond classic fits to style first, trend forward relevance. The Levi's brand epitomizes classic American style and effortless cool. Since their invention by Levi Strauss and Co. 1873, Levi's jeans have become one of the most recognizable garments. Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba resigns. Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba announced he will step down following growing calls from his party to take responsibility for a historic defeat in July's parliament election. The resignation came one day before his Liberal Democratic Party was to decide whether to hold an early leadership election, a virtual no confidence motion against him if approved. In July, Mr. Ishiba ruling coalition failed to secure a majority in the 248-seat upper house in a crucial parliament election, further shaking the stability of his government. The loss added to an earlier election defeat in the lower house, where the party-led coalition also had lost a majority. PNB signs 21,000 crore MoU with Rajasthan government under Rising Rajasthan initiative. Punjab National Bank signed a memorandum of understanding MoU with the Rajasthan government to extend rupees 21,000 crore in financial support under the state's Rising Rajasthan initiative. During his Jaipur visit, Chandra also distributed 2,000 loan sanctions letters to women entrepreneurs at a self-help group loan distribution ceremony attended by nearly 3,000 SH members. He urged MSMEs to leverage PNB's digital platforms for easier access to government schemes. The PNB chief also held a town hall with employees stressing digital adaptation, financial inclusion, and fraud prevention. PNB MD and CEO Ashok Chandra. India clinched Hockey Asia Cup title after 8 years with 4-1 win against South Korea. Indian men's hockey team beat South Korea 4-1 in Rajgir, Bihar to become the Asia Cup champions and qualify for the next year's World Cup. India was led by Dilpreet Singh, who scored in the 28th and 45th minute. Sukhjit Singh opened the scorecard in the first minute, while Amit Rohidas helped India extend the lead in the 50th minute. Meanwhile, defending champion South Korea got their only goal through Dae Sun in the 51st minute. India remained unbeaten throughout the tournament with 5 wins and a draw. The Harmanpreet Singh led side won all their three pool matches. In the Super 4s, they beat Malaysia and China 4-1 and 7-0 respectively after playing out a 2-2 draw against South Korea. With the triumph, India now have four Asia Cup titles. They had previously won in 2003, 2007 and 2017. South Korea have won the tournament 5 times in 1994, 1999, 2009, 2013 and 2022. The next World Cup will be held in Belgium and the Netherlands from August 14 to 30, 2026. इसके बाद आ जाते हैं यस बैंक की न्यूज़। यस बैंक की क्या न्यूज़ है? आरबीआई क्लियर्स द अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ आर गांधी हैज़ यस बैंक chairman till 27. Private sector lender Yes Bank said the Reserve Bank has approved the reappointment of former RBI Deputy Governor R. Gandhi as non-executive chairman of the bank. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) through its letter dated September 1, 2025, has approved the reappointment of Rama Subramaniam Gandhi as part-time chairman of the bank for a further period from September 20, 2025 to May 13, 2027 at a remuneration approved by the RBI, Yes Bank said in a regulatory filing. He served as the Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India for 3 years from 2014 to 2017. He had been a seasoned and accomplished central banker for 37 years. Gandhi had a 3-year secondment to the Securities and Exchange Board of India (SEBI), the capital market regulator. He also held the charge of director of the Institute for Development and Research in Banking Technology (IDRBT), Hyderabad. International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies, 7 September. UN member states recognize the need to sustainably reduce the number of deaths and illness from hazardous chemicals and air, water and soil pollution and contamination by 2030, as well as to reduce the adverse per capita environmental impact of cities, including by paying special attention to air quality and municipal and other waste management by 2030. The General Assembly decided to designate 7th September as the International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies. The International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies, we call upon everyone from governments and corporations to civil society and individuals to join the race for solutions. We are racing for clean air. International Day of Police Corporation, 7 September. The United Nations has designated 7 September as the International Day of Police Corporation. This was marked for the first time in 2023. This day recognizes the essential work of the world's law enforcement community in global security. It was designated in the United Nations General Assembly resolution on International Day of Police Corporation adopted on 16 September 2022. The 2025 International Day of Police Corporation under the theme ICT and AI Policing also aligns with the recent adoption by the General Assembly of the United Nations Convention Against Cybercrime, the first comprehensive global treaty to provide states with a range of measures to prevent and combat cybercrime. World Duchenne Awareness Day, 7 September. Duchenne muscular dystrophy (DMD) is a rare progressive disorder. People with DMD are missing muscle protecting protein. This is due to a fault in the gene producing dystrophin muscles to become weaker over time until it affects the whole body. It is caused by a mutation on the X chromosome, that is why mainly males are affected. Duchenne muscular dystrophy is named after Doctor Duchenne D. Bolgini, who was one of the first to report the disease in detail in the 1860s, recognizing that Duchenne muscular dystrophy is one of the most common pediatric genetic rare disease. The General Assembly decided to designate 7 September to be observed every year beginning in 2024. International Literacy Day (ILD) 8 September. Since 1967, the annual celebrations of International Literacy Day (ILD) have taken place on 8 September around the world to remind policymakers, practitioners, and the public of the critical importance of literacy for creating more literate, just, peaceful, and sustainable society. This year, International Literacy Day (ILD) will be celebrated under the theme of promoting literacy in the digital era. Digitalization has been changing ways in which we learn, live, work, and socialize in both positive and negative ways depending on how we engage with it. Venice Film Festival 2025. Anuparna Roy makes history with Originality Best Director win for Songs of Forgotten Trees. Debutant filmmaker Anurma Roy has made history at the 82 Venice Film Festival, becoming the first Indian woman to win the prestigious Originality Award for Best Director. Her feature "Songs of Forgotten Trees", presented by Anurag Kashyap, was celebrated in the international competition that spotlights bold voices and fresh storytelling. The award was announced by jury president Julia Ducournau, with Roy taking the stage in a white sari to a standing ovation. "Songs of Forgotten Trees" follows Theo, a migrant and aspiring actress in Mumbai, whose chance connections with Shweta, a corporate professional, sparks an intimate exploration of survival, vulnerability, and kingship in the city's rent- relentless landscape. President of India confers in National Teachers Award 2025 on Sikkim teacher Sri Karma Tempo Ethnampa. The President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, conferred the National Teachers Award 2025 on Sri Karma Tempo Ithanpa, Principal of PH Sri Government Senior Secondary School, Mangan, Sikkim at a ceremony held in New Delhi. Sri Antapa was among 66 teachers, 45 school teachers, and 21 from higher education selected from across the country to receive the prestigious honor. Sri Anthenpa was recognized for his exemplary contributions to education, including his energetic leadership and innovation approaches to student development. A retired state football player and athlete, he has coached school football and volleyball teams to championship titles. His initiatives have also helped combat tobacco, cigarette, and technology addiction among youth. Sri Anthepa's commitment to holistic student development is evident in his initiatives, such as introducing a papers ban and spearheading innovative green projects, including a rainwater harvesting system and a vertical garden. Carlos Alcaraz defeats Jannik Sinner to win second US Open title. In tennis, Carlos Alcaraz won his second US Open men's singles title by defeating Jannik Sinner and reclaiming the number one ranking in men's tennis. Carlos Alcaraz defeated Sinner with 6-2 and 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 to clinch the title. The 2020 the 22-year-old Spaniard now owns six Grand Slam trophies, becoming the first player since 1978 to win multiple majors on all three surfaces before turning 23. Alcaraz's power and precision were on full display. He hit 42 winners, fired 10 aces, and did not commit a single double fault. India wins historic men's compound archery gold at World Championship. In archery, India's men compound archery team made history by winning its first ever gold medal at the World Championship in Gwangju, South Korea, edging France 235 2023 in a thrilling final. Earlier, the mixed team of Jyoti Surekha, Venom, and Rishabh Yadav settled for silver after losing 155 157 to the Netherlands. But 23-year-old Rishabh went one better soon after, teaming up with Aman Saini and Pratamanesh Fuse to guide India to a thrilling 235-33 victory over France in the men's compound team title clash. En route to the final, India had registered impressive wins over Australia powerhouse USA and Turkey. RBI imposed monetary penalty on the Rohika Central Cooperative Bank Limited, Bihar. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) has, by an order dated September 2, 2025, imposed a monetary penalty of rupees 5.50 lakh rupees 5,50,000 only on the Rohika Central Cooperative Bank Limited, Bihar the bank, for contravention of provisions of Section 9 read with Section 56 of the Banking Regulation Act 1949 (BR Act) and non-compliance with certain directions issued by RBI on membership of the Credit Information Companies (CICs) by cooperative banks and known योर कस्टमर KYC। और इसी के साथ करंट अफेयर्स हो जाती है समाप्त।